Hey guys, Fashion Forward always here. Here with a fragrance video for once instead of a fashion video or like a menswear video. I know I'm trying to branch out to do other things, but one of my other passions other than clothing or shoes or anything like that are fragrances like this. It's super, yeah, like some of the fragrance heads are gonna like face me in the ass, or like this. Okay, so I'm just doing a basic like overview of like fragrances and like, you know, giving details about fragrances, recommendations, and all the other stuff like that. So I'll get started. So first of all, what is a fragrance? Fragrances are basically perfume oil, like oils from a varying amount of things. Like you can extract like the green apple smell, or you can extract like certain different smells from other items, and then you just kind of mix it together. That's what perfumers do. They're like fucking chemists, and then they mix it together. They get the perfume oil and then they dilute it with alcohol just to make it multi-layered, or to dilute it for the sake of fucking profit. I'm looking at you, Saint Laurent. You fucking killed my baby. Our sense of smell is most correlated to memories. So you can remember, like, let's say your first crush smells like, you know, if she had a specific like perfume on or anything like that, or what your significant other was wearing when you first saw him or her, like stuff like that. Or it could smell like, everyone's just like, oh yeah, perfume's for fucking girls, Kevin. I fucking need that. Whoa, do you like smelling fucking bland? Do you like just smelling It is immediately more attractive to smell good and look good. Sure, you might only focus on like what clothing you're wearing, what J's or what fucking shoes you're wearing, but what's extremely important is hygiene. As I'm speaking to you looking like a fucking mess, but it's extremely important to have good hygiene, and a part of that is to smell good. So it's not purely to smell good. I know it may seem like I'm just like, you'll smell good and you'll get all the poos, but it's extremely important to also feel confident in it, because you know you fucking smell good. Like if you spray like this shit on when you're going out to like a fucking date, you know you're gonna fucking smell bomb, and that's gonna boost your fucking confidence, and bam. Everyone likes a person who's more confident. Like not even significant others. You need somebody who's more confident. So that just automatically elevates you to like the next level. So I'm gonna be breaking down the various concentrations of fragrances. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be talking about all the varying types of fragrances, but the three most prominent, I believe, in just like what general brands are gonna be like labeling their stuff as. So first up is Eau de Cologne, or I think aftershave. I think some companies also call it aftershave. So this has roughly around 1 to 2% perfume oil, and it generally does not last fucking long. The only kind of upside is that it's super cheap, or super cheap depending on what fragrance or what brand you're using. But I honestly think it's not worth it, because if you want the same longevity of like an Eau de Cologne or an Eau de Parfum, you would have to do multiple like reapplications, and then you'll go through like the entire bottle real quick. I honestly wouldn't recommend even looking at this section. I just included it because it's like the weakest, and like people have a misconception about cologne and like perfume, and like if it's two different things. No, they're all just fucking fragrance. Just next up is the most popular section is Eau de Toilette. Eau de Toilette has roughly 5 to 15% perfume oil, depending on, again, the brand and the fragrance. If you guys own like maybe a fragrance or anything like that, if you guys can check the concentration, most of the time it will be Eau de Toilette. It's the most popular concentration because it has a good amount of power, and it is pretty profitable for the company because it's only 5 to 15%. So like for an example, La Nuit de l'Homme and L'Homme, they're both Eau de Toilettes. They also have like L'Intense or like parfum versions of them, but like the originals are Eau de Toilettes. And they haven't officially like made like a La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum. like labeled Eau de Parfum. They made a perfume version. You know, it's fucking like weird how they do shit. So last but not least, it is the most concentrated that most brands will go out to. It is Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum contains roughly 15 to like 25, if you're lucky, perfume oil. It is a bit on the pricier side. I only recommend getting Eau de Parfum if you know you like that scent. Generally, Eau de Parfum is just like a stronger version of the Eau de Toilette version. And generally how it works is that they release an Eau de Toilette version. If it gets super popular and like, you know, it makes crazy sales, then they're gonna make an Eau de Parfum version. But lately, for some reason, the Eau de Parfum version, they changed up the formula somehow. Like they did it with like Bleu de Chanel, they changed it up. They did it with, again, if you consider it like La Nuit de l'Homme or like the L'Homme, like Parfum or like L'Intense versions of it. And like generally, it's normally just supposed to be a concentrated version, but you should honestly look up reviews online on those specific products. So now that me explaining about fragrances, just a very rough explanation. If you guys want more details, I can go more in depth. Just leave a comment below, or you can ask me a question below if you guys have any questions. So what fragrances I recommend? I'm going to be splitting it up to where it's spring, summer, and then fall, winter.